Assassin's Creed Unity completely freaking is terrible bullcrap A-Creed typical nonsense. I mean, this game freaking stinks. Assassin's Creed Unity, really? So, this year we get two separate Assassin's Creed games. Okay, we got the one for last gen, which is A-Creed Rogue, and then for the modern gen, or the current gen, Xbox One and PS4, Assassin's Creed Unity. Unity is nothing but a cheap, garbage, it's like they phoned it in. They phoned it in when they're producing this crappy title. It's like they put no effort in creating this supposed historical action adventure open world game, but it's the same old, same old. The gameplay really isn't that different from past Assassin's Creed games. You know, the story is set within Paris during the French Revolution, so now we're going into, more, I wouldn't say modern, but the French Revolution. It's not exactly 800 years ago. You got the main character, Arno Dorian, and he's trying to be this really cool assassin, and I'm so sick and tired, first of all, of this parkour gameplay assassination type of garbage, this kind of ninja-esque gameplay and then it has this historical twist to it, this historical backdrop. You damn well know these people did not exist in the past. There was no such thing as assassins back in like the French Revolution. Those guys didn't exist. These types of characters did not exist in the past. It shouldn't even be called historical. It should be called fantasy, fictional, complete escapism. There's no reality to this. Because, yeah, okay, assassins did exist, especially like in, the Arabic, back in the, the olden days of the Arabic world, the Arabic assassins. But that sect, or that group, was disbanded like a long time ago. That specific group of people, like that was during the times of the Mongolian invasions, and like the olden, like 13th century or something like that. Like it was so long ago. And so the idea of assassins continuously and constantly popping up in the supposed historical, stupid Ubisoft games, it's just a gimmick. It's not even real. They're putting so much fake crap on this thing, and they're trying to pass off, there was assassins back in the French Revolution, or during the the pirate ship era, the pirate days. It's garbage. It's absolute trash. This is not even realistic. So it really pisses me off when I see these supposed historical games or have historical bases, and it really has nothing to do with history. It's completely inaccurate, and it has no basis in history. The idea of these stupid stinking assassins, and they have like a lineage, and they continue throughout the history, and now you got the French Revolution assassins, and this whole thing is so pathetically inaccurate to the history that and then they include the parkour style to it. Nobody did parkour back in those days. Nobody even knew what parkour was, or free running, or any sort of like parkour style. I'm sure there was people that once in a while probably jumped buildings, from building to building or something, but it was never like an art form. It was never practiced like they do in Assassin's Creed. You're putting modern stuff like parkour. Parkour is a very modern thing. It's very, this generation. And then you're going back and retro changing everything. You're like historically implementing this future type of thing into the past. So, I mean, even A-Creed, so like what would Assassin's Creed be? Would it be sword punk, history punk? I don't want to call it steampunk. I'm sure there's going to be a time when the steam, as a matter of fact, it's probably inching up in that time when the Assassin's Creed games are going to become steampunk, because it's going in that direction. But the fact that they have all these fantasy elements, like technology that wasn't even really there, they try to make it like almost science fiction of the past kind of thing. A-Creed Unity is absolute trash. You know, and then you got the co-op multiplayer. Let's talk about the multiplayer with these stupid Assassin's Creed garbage. You got some melee combat, little tweakings here and there. You know, the stealth system. You got this co-op multiplayer, and you got basically 4 players, basically having, you know, little missions and separate. It's basically you get to explore the open world. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's really nothing special. They've had multiplayer since what? Brotherhood. Brotherhood was like the first one that really focused on multiplayer and made the multiplayer kind of stand out, okay? And this game has basically followed like the similar formula. This thing has kind of been branched off of that because the development time, it actually split from that generation. You know, when they were... After they finished Brotherhood, and then they started working on upcoming games such as Unity, and so it's like it's all familiar. Everything just feels so familiar with this garbage crap, you know, with this Assassin's Creed multiplayer nonsense. You know, there's way better multiplayer games out there. You know, certain games like, well, you know, there's a certain game called COD Advanced Warfare. That one has way better multiplayer, more exciting, more fun. Faster gameplay. It's just more thrilling. You know, those games are a lot more thrilling than this A-Creed garbage. I hate the co-op. Up to 4 players. Okay, and it's okay. So what? Who cares? Up to 4 players. We've seen that way back in the mid-90s with games like Mario Kart. You know what I mean? Mario Kart 64 from like 1996. We've seen 4 players. Okay, damn it. It's just making me really Oh god, it ticks me off, you know. It just A-Creed Unity. Yeah, you call it Unity, I call it A-Creed gimmicky. That's what it's called, A-Creed gimmicky, because that's what the series has become. The storyline has become so convoluted, okay, in terms of the main series and the main campaign. It's become so forgettable. You're just like, I don't care anymore. After all these years of seeing Assassin's Creed crappy story and shitty endings after shitty endings and you know, cliffhanger endings over and over again, I don't care about Arno Dorian. Give a crap about this character. Okay, it sucks. You know what I mean? You got all these Templars, and you got the Grand Master, and you got you know, oh my god. They try to include all these other guys, like, you know, Napoleon and Maximilian and Marquis de Sade. You know, they totally fictionalize all the past characters. I mean, I just, I will say this about Assassin's Creed. I can't wait until they get to the modern era. You know what I mean? The modern times where it's like, you know, 2015, 2014 generation, where it's like, okay, they're finally in the modern scale where they can, you know, climb regular buildings and modern buildings and stuff like that, instead of, it's always, I hate the history aspect of it, because again, the history thing sucks so bad. It's so inaccurate. It was cute at first. It was cute at first with the first Assassin, A-Creed 1, A-Creed 2, you know, that whole thing, but after a while it becomes so predictable and it becomes so cheesy and corny. Assassin's Creed is a thing of the past. It's a franchise of the 7th generation. We should really move on. No more Assassin's Creed. I can't believe they keep putting out Assassin's Creed. That is shocking to me. It baffles the mind why people keep buying Assassin's Creed. It's amazing because it's really nothing special. It's an annual release. They're very, very lazy. It's not, it's basically a copy and paste franchise, and I'm really sick and tired of Assassin's Creed. Unity has gotta be the worst, Xbox One, PS4 type of, you know, game. One of the worst in the A-Creed series. I mean, there's just not enough changes, there's not enough innovations in this game, so I'm really sick and tired of Assassin's Creed. They gotta move on. Ubisoft needs something new and something different, because this is getting really, really pathetic. And that's about it. This is another episode of the True Gamer Reviews. Thank you for watching. You know, this is a, you're listening to a true gamer. You know what I mean? You're not listening to some nooblet who doesn't play a lot of games. You know, I play pretty much every system out there. Xbox One, PS4, Wii U, PS5, Xbox 2. I shouldn't have said those ones. I should have. That's supposed to be a secret. So, but the PS5. Let's just put it this way: the PS5, holographic graphics. Holographic graphics. The True Gamer Reviews is brought to you by The Review Space. For more videos, check out youtube.com/The Review Space. Thanks for watching. Until next time.